Will jump center for the Raiders. Kutztown in the maroon with Josh Johnson in the center circle. We are underway in the 2017 PSAC Men's Basketball Championship. Glad to have you with us on KU TV Sports and along the PSAC website as well. Lee for three, top of the key is short, and a rebound for Abe Masali.
Good look by Anthony. Lee just couldn't knock it down.
Masali will run the show. He's had a fantastic career. MacArthur drops it down low, and it was stolen away as they tried to get it to Costello, and Kutztown comes up with a turnover. Ridgway finds Connolly, three, left corner, around and out. Sleva has the rebound.
Two good looks.
MacArthur with 93s. Kellum, his three off the mark. Offensive rebound wrestled away from Costello, and then last touch by Shippensburg.
Good hustle there by Ethan Ridgway to go and save that ball, and Ethan, who's been battling a hip injury there, winces a little bit as he comes up the floor.
NCAA Division II tournament starts Saturday. Selection show is tonight. Both these teams solid bets to continue their seasons. I don't think there's any question.
No, Shippensburg added to the resume with that win over IUP on their home floor yesterday. And
Johnson turns it over as he travels, making the move to the basket.
Both teams just trying to get into the flow of the game right now.
No score here in the first minute and a half. Masali, little stop and go, down low for Costello, misses the shot. Ridgway has the rebound. So neither team able to get a point on the board here.
Both teams with Kutztown with two good looks, and Costello close range there.
Johnson down low, little pump fake off the glass and in for the game's first points.
Great sign there, Steve, to get Josh Johnson on the board and have him have some success. Get him in the scorebook.
Kellum unable to turn the corner on Cuevas. Kutztown switching on its man-to-man defense. Masali, tough fade in the lane. Does not get the bounce. Rebound tracked down by Cuevas in the corner. Ridgway calls for a screen. Johnson will take Costello to the hoop, and he's got back-to-back baskets.
He loves that matchup right now. He likes the matchup with Costello right now. Playing with a lot of confidence, and when Josh Johnson gets confidence, good things happen for the Golden Bears.
He was the East Player of the Year last year. Sleva with a fadeaway and the foul on Connolly.
That's a tough matchup. Sleva will really work off the block there. That time, a lot of patience moving, and then the fall away plus the foul.
Sleva shoots 81% from the line. The East Player of the Year. Josh Johnson won it last year for Kutztown. Johnson this year, the Defensive Player of the Year. First guy to win both. Not too shabby.
Right.
4-3 KU. Early going here at IUP. It gives Ridgway some room off the screen. Still able to get to the hoop and score off the glass.
What a great move. Ridgway adjusting. He just does just incredible contortions of the body to just create space as he goes to the basket. That time, Johnson with a nice screen.
Little hook from Sleva from 12 feet, and he knocks that down.
He's such an array of shots. You don't know which way to defend him. He'll take you down the post. He'll make that little turnaround, then he'll go out and knock down a three.
And there's nothing you can do to defend that. Lee, top of the key three. In and out, Josh Johnson. Got a hand on the rebound, could not control. Ship looking to go in front for the first time. Ooh, Masali got away with a walk, in Bernie Driscoll's opinion. But the referees disagreed. Masali down low, Costello. Shot blocked by Ridgway, but a foul. Ridgway will pick up his first second team foul on the Golden Bears.
That's what Masali will do. He dribbled that ball all the way to the far corner, and then Sleva and Costello kind of rolled to the basket, and Masali found him inside.
Costello, a freshman, shoots 74% from the line.
You see a successful team, it starts with solid guard play, and both of these teams have solid guard play, with Austin Beitelman coming off the Kutztown bench. Clay Connor will come off the Shippensburg bench to spell Masali, who plays a lot of minutes, but he will get a break here and there.
First tie of the afternoon. Now, the Ship starters did most of the work yesterday. Chris Fight used only 8 players. Lamar Talley played just 4 minutes. Lee scoops it down low for Cuevas, able to gather and score his first points.
Good attack off the dribble by Anthony Lee. Cuevas getting inside where he does most of his work.
Kutztown by 2. Masali kicks to Kellum for the lead. Kellum's 3 off the mark. Ridgway grabs the rebound at 5'10". He gets 4.5 a game. Lobs it down low for Johnson. Kicks it out. Connolly open for 3. First of the day for the Golden Bears.
Great kick out by Josh Johnson. He called for the ball, saw that he was matched up, and found Connolly.
Ryan Connolly, all-time leading three-point shooter in Kutztown history. That's number 225. Ridgway into the passing lane, gets the steal. Golden Bears look for transition. 4-on-3 right now. Lee drops it for Johnson, and he'll go to the line for 2. Foul will be on Costello, his first and the team's first. We've got a timeout, 15-17 to play. First half in the PSAC.
Hawks.
Josh Johnson will shoot 2 for Kutztown, 72% from the line. That's the team's percentage as well. Johnson with 4 points in the early going, does not get the roll.
I like what I see so far, Steve, of Josh calling for the ball, very involved, and getting near the basket, and that's where he is most effective.
Johnson misses both, however, and the lead stays at 5. Like Kutztown maybe wanted to press out of that. I think we'll see some pressure from the Golden Bears today. It affected Shippensburg yesterday. MacArthur fires his 3. Too strong with that one. Battle for the rebound, won by Ryan Connolly. Ridgway in the open floor. Kicks for Lee. Lee with a pump fake. Fires the 3. No good. Johnson tips and keeps it alive. Josh Johnson down the lane. Comes up short. Kutztown had a couple of good looks and an empty trip.
Lee created some space for himself with the dribble, but just could knock down the shot.
Masali misses the jumper. Cuevas the rebound. Shippensburg ice cold. It's a team that shoots 47% from the field as a team and makes 10 threes a game. Ridgway knocked away. And Ship will get the turnover. Looking ahead for Kellum. Misses the layup. Tip is good by Costello.
Conley got a piece of that, but Costello running the floor, trailing the play, tips it in for the Raiders.
Kutztown's lead down to 3. Golden Bears a bit of a roadblock offensively. In the last couple of minutes, Ridgway left alone, short with the 3. Ridgway shoots 27% from beyond the arc.
Both teams trying to knock off the cobwebs here a little bit early on.
Costello around and out. Kutztown cannot control the rebound. Kellum takes it away. Masali draws number 2 on Ridgway, and that's a big development 6.5 minutes into the game. That all stems from being unable to secure the defensive rebound.
Yeah, a little indecisiveness there to grab the basketball that was on the floor there, and Austin Beitelman was already at the table.
Masali 80% from the stripe. His brilliant career, over 1,370 points, closing in on 500 assists. Austin Beitelman and Max Wagner, numbers 5 and 42 respectively, in for Kutztown, replacing Ridgway and Johnson, as Masali will try and cut the deficit to 1.
Both teams used about 9 players yesterday in the game, and this you saw Martin Dietrich and Howard Sellers briefly yesterday. Martin Dietrich more than Howard, but I think you're going to have to use your bench a little bit today because the fatigue is going to of yesterday.
Manny Spann is in the game for Shippensburg, number 43 in white. Connolly cuts to the lane and gets the layup. Ryan Connolly now with 5 points. Sleva for the tie, top of the key, in and out. Beitelman the board.
Good run at by Connolly just to disrupt him a little bit off his spot.
Long three off the mark for Wagner. 38% on the season. Quick shot just into the game. MacArthur for the tie, short. Ship continues to struggle from beyond the arc. Another rebound for Beidelman. Down the lane, Cuevas. Shot goes, but it won't count. Foul will be on Spann. That is his first and the team's second.
Martin Dietrich comes in.
Dietrich, a senior out of Maytown, Pennsylvania.
It's the lineup yesterday that Coach Driscoll went to a zone when Dan Cuevas was out with an injury and Josh Johnson was on the bench with foul trouble.
Austin Beidelman, the senior out of Parkland High School in the Lehigh Valley, gets the call from his head coach. Dietrich kicks it to Connolly in the corner. Another three for Connolly. He has 8.5. Biggest lead for the Golden Bears.
Makes that drive so much effective. You can knock a three down. Good answer.
Masali the other way to the hoop, uncontested. He has 4. The lead 4 for the Golden Bears. Connolly will tee it up from the other side. In and out. Wagner got a hand on the rebound and keeps it free for Beidelman. New shot clock for Kutztown. Beidelman looked to kick, and it's tipped away and stolen.
Good hands there.
Golden Bears guilty of some turnovers here in the early going. MacArthur drives and gives it right back as Dietrich steals it away. Kutztown does not have numbers. Wagner will try again. This time successful from beyond the arc.
That is huge from a freshman, and timeout, Chris Veit.
This will be a full timeout
By Max Wagner as Coach Driscoll trying to get some minutes here with this lineup to save Cuevas and Johnson, and Ethan Ridgway with the 2 fouls, of course.
They'll stay man-to-man here. Shippensburg brings Clay Connor into the game, junior from Mount Airy, Maryland. Connor, number 15. Kellum, tough shot, hits it in traffic.
Nothing you can do about that. Great defense by Wagner, but just a great finish by Kellum. Tip your hat to the offensive player on that one.
Big hoop for the Raiders, who are back within 5. Kutztown has led the whole way thus far. Lee had it knocked away by Sleva and stolen. Manny Spann comes up with it. Turnover is beginning to be a factor for the Golden Bears without Ridgway in the game.
Connolly has Sleva trying to push him off that block.
Sleva spins and is fouled. Kutztown looking for a travel, but I think that was a product of the foul on Wagner. That will be his first and the team's 4th. Josh Johnson will return for Kutztown, replacing Dietrich. Johnson is matched up with Antonio Kellum.
Good job there by Lee to just step at MacArthur to take him off that three-pointer.
Connor through the lane a couple of times, and a 3-second violation against Shippensburg. A little help from the Kutztown bench.
Doesn't hurt.
Gary Duda with the call on the baseline. We approach the midpoint of the first half. Kutztown up by 5. Ship is 1-1 in the title game. Kutztown is 0-4. Beidelman slips behind the line off the feed from Johnson and knocks down the 3, his 18th of the year.
He had a lot of time to size that one up. He was kind of indecisive at first and then checked his feet and were behind the three-point line and knocked it down.
Kutztown increases the lead to 8. Kellum for Spann, a little too close for him to handle that. Johnson down the floor, soars for 2.
Ten-point lead for the Golden Bears, and Josh Johnson has asserted himself in this game.
6 for Johnson. Sleva trying to take over. Connolly, great defense. Connor for 3. Ship can't buy one from beyond the arc, and a foul on Sleva on the rebound as he and Johnson jaw, and now we're going to get at least warnings for Josh Johnson and Dustin Sleva. Got to play under control here, and Josh Johnson perhaps is going to cost his team right now. The original foul is on Sleva. There is a replay monitor available for the officiating crew at midcourt if they want to investigate anything further.
I think it's all verbal, Steve. I didn't see anything physical. There was a verbal confrontation there as they came away after the foul called on Sleva.
I think Sleva's going to get a common foul, and I think there's a good chance here Josh Johnson's getting teed up. Did not see the signal.
And that's something this official crew, and it looks like, are they going to go to the monitor?
They're going to go to the alternate official at the scores table, John Layton, and consult with him. Sleeve is already at the foul line thinking he's going to shoot 2 technical fouls.
Well, there'll be 2 technical fouls, shots, then the ball.
Bernie Driscoll is not happy, so it appears that the ultimate call is going against Kutztown, and that's nothing against Dustin Sleva. That's the type of player he is. He can really get under your skin. He's one of those guys, and I have great respect for his ability. He's a tremendous player. If he's on your team, you love him.
Yep.
If he's not on your team, he really gets under your skin.
And yesterday he was jawing with cheerleaders and fans. And that's Josh's first foul, and that's another problem, because disappointing turn of events for the Golden Bears, but the officials trying to keep a lid on this because we had a few brush-ups yesterday in the IUP Ship game with some rough play after the whistle. So trying to...
Well, in essence here, Josh Johnson's woofing has cost his team 2 points.
So Josh just has to get back. Kutztown will get the ball because the common foul was going to be Kutztown's possession, then the dead ball technical foul.
Take the ball to the hoop here.
Yeah,
after the technical foul, they call it tight.
Get the ball to Johnson. Just play under control. You have an 8-point lead.
Josh Johnson, double high post here with Wagner. Johnson will fire the baseline jumper. That's not necessarily his game. A little off right now, and Kellum has the rebound. Perhaps a spark for Ship, which was down 10 before that technical foul. Sleva called for the travel.
Well, he did take an extra step that time before he put the ball on the floor. And the whistle, I think we're going to see a tight whistle the rest of this first half here. So you have to be careful of reaching in, over the top, those kind of things. These 3 officials assigned by the PSAC now will try to get control of this game.
And you bring up a great point with Josh because of the technical, you get a personal foul as well. And he at times gets saddled with foul trouble throughout the course of a game. Yesterday was an example.
Dan Quave is back in there now for the Golden Bears along with Connolly, Beitelman, Johnson, Anthony Lee.
Connolly's had a good start to the game, 8 points thus far. Anthony Lee with the ball has not scored. He has 16 a game. Josh Johnson had a dunk and missed it.
Yeah,
he couldn't handle it.
Well-designed play there by the Golden Bears. Nice drive by Lee. Johnson on the baseline just couldn't handle the pass. Good execution. We'll come back to that.
Looked like a pretty good pass. Josh couldn't handle it. Ball goes out of bounds. Maybe thinking dunk a little too much. Johnson checks out. Howard Sellers is in. Sellers, a senior from Coatesville, Pennsylvania, transfer from St. Peter's. MacArthur on Johnson. Josh knocked it away and gets the steal.
Howard can light it up too. He set a record for 3-pointers at Keystone Arena one night. If he gets open, he can knock them down.
Johnson travels. Josh just really out of sorts a little bit right now.
Yeah, ever since the technical foul, he was in a good frame of mind there, and he just has to get his head back in the game here. And Shippensburg not able really to cash in, still down by 8.
But at some point, the Raiders are going to get hot. They are such a great shooting team. Tough drive by Masali, and he draws contact and will go to the line. Free throws when we return to Ed Fry Arena at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Timeout on the floor, 7:52. Ship's first appearance in this game since 2006 when it lost to Edinburgh. Kutztown was last here in 2010 and fell to IUP. Masali, 4 points, 2 of 2 from the line. Cuts the deficit to 7.
I expect to see runs from both of these teams throughout the afternoon. That's just kind of teams they are, that they'll just get on runs. It's going to be the team that has the one that makes the difference.
Masali with the miss. Ethan Ridgway on the bench for Kutztown with 2 fouls. Ryan Connolly and on the bench right now as well. Sellers, Lee, Beidelman, Johnson, and Cuevas for the Golden Bears wearing the maroon. Beidelman had it knocked away by Masali right into the stomach of Costello. Another Kutztown turnover.
Active hands in Shippensburg on the defensive end. They've had a few deflections.
Masali, tough shot over Beidelman, missed it. Johnson has the rebound. Let's see how long Bernie Driscoll keeps Ridgway on the bench with the 2 personal fouls. The offense is bogged down a little bit. Lee, tough drive, no chance. Costello with the rebound. Sleva shovels for Kellum. Under 7 to play first half. Sellers checking Masali.
Good on the ball defense by Sellers.
Sleva trying to post on Cuevas. Shot clock at 6. Kellum forced into a tough shot. Josh Johnson the rebound.
Great defensive stand right there by the Golden Bears. Nothing easy right now for Shippensburg at the offensive end.
Johnson inside. Cuevas catch and shoot for 2.
Beautiful, beautiful play between a team that's very much in sync together.
Second assist for Josh Johnson. Sleva guarded by Johnson. That hook good again. Just so quick off the floor.
There's no defense for that. It really isn't.
9 points for Sleva. He had his second 33-point game of the year here yesterday. Lee, right through the legs of Cuevas. Another giveaway by the Golden Bears.
Yeah, that's something that has to be tightened up because they are having a lot of success beating Shippensburg off the dribble but not able to finish. And that will be a halftime adjustment, I'm sure. I'm sure Coach Driscoll is happy that they can get in the lane but have not been able to finish at the basket off the drive.
Up 7, could be more without the mistakes offensively. Connolly back in, guarding Sleva. Max Wagner has returned for Kutztown as well. Costello lobs it for Sleva. Pinned against the baseline right now. Misses everything, and Beidelman has the rebound.
It's a time maybe that Chris Fight wants him to pass that ball off.
Wagner looking for his